Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all. In international news, it's very tense regarding Volodymyr Zelensky, and it's tense across Europe in general. After this highly strategic decision that America has just made following all the processes we have discussed, America, which has played a strong strategy, Volodymyr Zelensky, has just changed his stance. Yes, a complete 180 degrees, without embarrassment, without shame. Since Zelensky no longer knows which way to turn, he has no other options. So, the American President Donald Trump, who had proposed a truce, a ceasefire to Zelensky, which he refused and was applauded, well received by the Europeans during this summit in London in the United Kingdom. The same ceasefire he refused to the United States of America, he came, and the same thing was proposed to him in London. He tried to be stubborn. He was stubborn. They did not understand each other. So, today, March 4th, 2025, March 4th, 2025, he came out. Yes, he says he is now ready to sit at the negotiation table for a ceasefire. He who had said he did not want a ceasefire now says he wants a ceasefire. Yes, a ceasefire, meaning he himself is ready to implement it, even if now Vladimir Putin refuses to implement it, but he will implement it. All he wants is to be at the negotiation table. So, what does he say according to the official information? Zelensky says this. He says it's time to fix everything. It's time to fix everything. That means he knows he has made mistakes. He knows he was pushed to make foolish decisions, it must be said. Share this video conference with me, please. Share the video conference as widely as possible. Share it in all possible groups. So, Zelensky has said he is ready to sit at the negotiation table. Yes, he is ready to sit at the negotiation table, even though he has not apologized to the United States of America, to Trump. But he has only expressed his regrets for what happened. He expresses his regrets for what happened. He did not offer an apology. But as the United States of America threw a banana peel under his feet, we had to address it earlier. America. Elon Musk said that if Zelensky appreciates the call, Donald Trump will be the first person to pick up his call. So, we were expecting it. And as everything is accomplished, everything is done in such a way that on the European side, it cannot proceed. Because even at the level of the European Union, the 20 billion that should be granted, Hungary blocked these 20 billion with a veto right. We will come back to this shortly. Please share this video conference as much as possible. Share it in all groups. So, he says this. Ukraine is ready to sit at the negotiation table as soon as possible to move towards a lasting peace. Regarding the agreement on mineral resources and security, Ukraine is ready to sign at any time and in any format that suits him. So he is ready to sign at any time. That is to say, what he refused last Friday, relying on the Europeans, he came to see the worst. He came to see that the solution to his life, to Ukraine, cannot be in the hands of the Europeans. So, Donald Trump was right in saying that Zelensky had no cards in his hands and that it is America that holds the cards. Since America has already initiated negotiations with Russia, something that Joe Biden's America could not do and Europe could not do for 3 years. So today he says he is ready. Fortunately, Elon Musk had announced that Trump was ready to receive him. But for the moment, we have not yet seen the reaction of the United States of America. Let's go a little deeper into the depths. What needs to be said in the depths? So, in the depths, what troubles him, what troubles Zelensky, is that he is abandoned. And even Europe is considering which neutral country can capture Zelensky, since Zelensky has become the obstacle to the advent of peace in Ukraine. And the European Union no longer has a solution. According to the information we have received today, the European Union has suspended 20 billion euros of military aid to Ukraine because of Hungary. Always Hungary. And when I talk to you about Hungary, I mean Viktor Orban, whom you already know. Yes, the Hungarian Prime Minister, the head of the Hungarian executive, Viktor Orban, who shares the same idea as Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump, who wants the end of the war. He does not want the continuation of the war, which is why he used his veto right. He does not want this money to be given to Ukraine since, according to Viktor Orban, if the money is given to Ukraine, we will witness a continuation of the conflict. And Putin has said that Zelensky must be forced to make peace. He must be compelled. So it's a means of pressure. America is no longer financing. America has suspended its aid. Europe also wants to help, but the aid is blocked by Hungary. So Zelensky has nothing left. Even what he would put in his pocket for his expenses, he has nothing left. So he is forced to make a turnaround. He is forced to accept all the conditions. Even the issue of rare resources in Ukraine. He says that his country is now ready. So, Budapest has vetoed a draft document on security guarantees and new arms deliveries to Kiev. The European Union is now forced to hinder the development of new aid plans. There is no longer an aid plan for Ukraine. The European Union is constrained because the EU regulation requires all member states to vote positively. But as long as there is a veto, we cannot override this veto and do anything. This is where Russia is winning. This is where Trump is winning. But somewhere, we have countries in the European Union that are asking for Budapest, for Hungary to be removed from the European Union, as they consider it an enemy among them. Whatever happens, it's part of the political game of global geopolitics. There you go. You are together in the union, but you are not obliged to have the same vision regarding the same issue. So then what is going to happen? What will be the reaction of America? America will agree to receive Zelensky in the Oval Office. It is very certain that this week, even, he will travel again to the United States of America, since Donald Trump has said that the door is open to him. He will travel. This time he will say nothing. He will sign all the documents, and then we will witness a ceasefire. This is what is emerging on the horizon. In the meantime, we are waiting to see the Machiavellian ideas of the French president, Emmanuel Macron, since he is always scheming, pondering something that really needs to be created to ensure that France can always have its share. Because the French Minister of the Armed Forces, Sébastien Lecornu, has said that Ukraine's rare resources are of interest to France. And France, according to Donald Trump's program, France and Europe are excluded from the negotiations. So, what needs to be done? We are waiting to see what Emmanuel Macron will propose. And so, ladies and gentlemen, here is the headline news. Thank you for sharing it as much as possible. I will be back shortly with more news. That was the voice of your one and only samurai.